my goodness. Oh my goodness. When it rains, it pours. Got to give credit to the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons were the better team today in Atlanta. They outplayed us on both sides of the ball. The game is won in the trenches, and the Falcons dominated, I feel like, in the defensive line and on their offensive line. They were able to slow down our running game, which we had been pretty successful throughout the entire season so far. Jeff Wilson Jr. came into this game with about 2 consecutive games of rushing for over 100 yards. I don't even think he reached 50 rushing yards. So Atlanta Falcons definitely deserve credit. They were the better team. They got turnovers on us, and they were the more buttoned-up team. And I think they just out-physicaled the 49ers today. So credit to the Atlanta Falcons. They won 28-14. But the 49ers, we definitely have some issues. There were several missed opportunities offensively for us. Charlie Warner dropped a pass. Ray McCloud dropped a pass. Ray had a good punt return, but, those passes can't be overlooked. Also, we couldn't establish the running game, so it was mostly Jimmy G. I thought Jimmy G played solid. I don't think Jimmy G is ever going to be like a 300-yard type guy, 4 touchdowns. That's just not Jimmy G. I just think he's going to be efficient. He's going to throw, 10 to 15 yards down the field. In this game, we saw Jimmy. Jimmy stretched the field. He had a few down the field throws, but they just weren't completed. Ayuk, okay, that ball was probably underthrown. I think that was even in double coverage, I believe. But the pass to Warner, the pass to Raymond McCloud, those are dropped by the receivers. Also, Jimmy had the turnovers, the interception at the halftime. I mean, who cares, right? But the interception in the fourth quarter, that definitely didn't help us. I think there was a fumble. Jeff Wilson Jr., I think he fumbled. I think that was was that the first quarter? I think he fumbled in the game, so that didn't help. But, the elephant in the room is obviously the 49ers injuries. We have a plethora of injuries on both sides of the ball, double-digit injuries. I know every team could say, hey, we've got injuries too. It's not an excuse, but it is part of the story of why the 49ers are in the position they are. But hey, we're still first in the NFC West. We're the only team in the NFC West that has a positive point differential. So, that's a plus. But the 49ers, we definitely have some work to do. And the Atlanta Falcons, like I said before, they just out-physicaled us in this game. And something else about the 49ers, we did allow 2 big Mariota runs, and that's because the outside player, the edge rusher or the cornerback, whoever is the last defender on the edge, has to keep contained against Marcus Mariota. So when he does that run option play, if he pretends like he's handing the ball off to the running back, the edge rusher or that cornerback has to stay put and set the edge on his side. So that way, if the edge rusher does that, then it would be in Mariota's best interest to hand off the ball to the running back up the middle. Now, when the edge rusher, like we saw today, crashes inside and doesn't keep contained, then Mariota can run outside the tackle. And he got, I think he did that on 2 plays where he had big runs. So, hey, this is something you have to watch out for when you have a quarterback who is mobile and who runs the read option play. So hats off to the Atlanta Falcons. They were the better team. And the 49ers, hey, we got some work to do. Go Niners.